I was just remembering some more things about Robert Jabanungga or Bobby Jabanungga, who was the didgeridoo player for Goanna. I don't know in why or whatever, but somehow in America, he performed on stage with Johnny Cash. I think more than once. Another thing I just remembered about him was he taught Rolf Harris how to play a didgeridoo. He taught David Gulpilil, the actor, I hope I'm saying it right. He taught him how to play the didgeridoo and many others. Just about everybody that can do the dog bark or any of the other animal noises through the didgeridoo, he taught them. But some other things I remembered is that he had endless patience, I guess you'd call it, for children. I was 12. He absolutely adored me. And every time I was around him, he would just talk to you, not like an adult. I mean, he did, but he still had a more playful way, like he was dealing with children. And he could be in the middle of any conversation with my parents, because he used to come over to my parents' house a lot. He'd be there with my parents, talking about anything, but the whole time he'd also be talking to you and painting a boomerang for you or something like that. He had a way of engaging everybody, and yet nobody felt like he was dividing his time or whatever. He just had everybody in the room engaged and inclusive. And I was just watching a performance live with Goanna in '83 with Bobby on the didgeridoo. And before the band even started and he just played his didgeridoo, he had the audience in the palm of his hand, the same sort of magic as Freddie Mercury. He had the audience in the palm of his hand just playing a didgeridoo. And it's quite incredible. And he was much like that when he played all of the Canberra festival things. He'd be on the stage either by himself or with one other person with a didgeridoo, and they would just tear that place apart. Like, I don't mean that I mean in a fun way. It just, I'm trying to use the right words here, because he was just a fun ball of joy at all times, and positivity and encouragement. And you always felt accepted around him. He beamed love, but just a master performer, a master of performing. But like I say, his job was around Canberra as well, was he'd go around to all the schools and teach them about corroboree and didgeridoos and all this sort of stuff. And the kids just absolutely loved the guy. And he had them in the palm of his hand always. And just, he had you non-stop laughing. You were just laughing. All I can remember about Bobby, every second, even when I went and visited him on his deathbed at the hospital when I was just still a little tacker, he was full of joy, and I left the room feeling awesome and floating out there after having a ball of fun. And he was very, very ill with his heart. Anyway, yeah, just a few things I just remembered because I've been I found a few performances with him, on Countdown and in live concerts with Goanna back in '83 and things like that. And, just these things have come flooding back.